Go ahead.
Okay, I'm good now.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. These are the Rudiger DERSH ball stands. And as I mentioned though in some of our emails, they definitely are not operating properly and probably never were, and that's why Rudy kept them in his collection. The biggest problem with them is that these screws are probably in the wrong spot. It's only several thousandths of an inch, but it's enough to throw this whole sequence off. And right now, both ball stands, the balls will drop in some cases before the shells will drop. There's nothing I can do with it. I've reworked some of these cams. I've added some shims to it because originally when I first started to try to get this to work, none of these would drop and none of them would work. Finally got at least all the shells to drop and the balls to drop, but they're not in sequence. But right now this is the best that we can do because they are defective to start. Okay, now to set these up, you're going to take the ball stand, keep it on off, and once you put it on stop right here, put a piece of tape on it. That will keep that from starting too soon. Now reach under and very carefully just wind it slightly, and you can see this piece right here was here and now it's this way instead of this way. That's where you start. Put it down like that. And then you have two setup jigs. This is for the 3-ball side, which is this side, and this is for the 4-ball side, which is that side. You have to take the tension off, the springs, off the cams. So you put these in there like that, and you pull that down, and you hook it on the bottom, like that, and that will keep the tension off the cam. And then you do the same thing with the other side. Like that. And I want to make sure that that doesn't slip off, so let me get it back in here. Okay, and that will keep that like that. Now the other little problem you have with this one leg here is worn out inside, and so it will stick a little bit, and sometimes you got to nurse it along. But again, what I'm doing is the only way I can make this work. Okay, so now you have the tension off. You take this and you turn it upside down like that, and all the shells will fall and they will lock into place. And now you want to take this hook and you want to make sure right here that this is out of the way, which this one is. Now you can wind this very carefully and you can watch that, and as long as there's nothing stopping it, you wind it until this little nub right here comes in line with that, and it will stop because it won't wind any further. Okay, so at that point you've got it wound. You can take these off now and get the spring tension back. Okay, now I don't want to. Okay, we'll get it. We got to run it just a little bit. This is hitting it, and it's not letting this come all the way in, so it contacts with that. So we're going to just let it run just a hair. There, see, it dropped right in. And now you can take this one out like that. Okay. Now you will load the balls into the bottom, and there's 7 balls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you have a couple of extra that I made for you. Okay, the bottom plate goes on, and it has arrows on which way it goes. This heavy piece right here is where the hole is. So you want to put this on like that, and then rotate it like that. And you can see now the balls will not drop through because that's blocking the hole. Okay, you rotate it until they're closed like that. Okay, so now I want to get these. I'm going to put this here so I can catch the balls when they come out. Where's the hole? So that should be just like that. Okay, so we're going to try it now, and let's see what happens. See, the first ball dropped. They're out of sequence. Okay, this is gonna. From this point on, that's the 7th ball. And they've all dropped. Oh, and there's the other one. That's about the only one that's in time that dropped down and the ball came out. But it drops to 7 balls. Okay, so that's the way it looks. There's nothing else I can do with this. As I say, we've spent many months on this, and finally realized that it just never worked in the beginning. Now this one's all set, so I'm just going to go ahead and get these out of here. I'll move this one over. That. Tape off. And we'll run this one. Again, the same thing. See, two of the shells have dropped, but only one ball has dropped. There's the second one. Now that's one. Now this one's in a little better timing. Okay.
We'll erase that part.
Okay, that's all of them. As you can see, I had to help it along a little bit. There wasn't much I could do with it. I mean, 2, 4, 5.